welcome to Beyonce week. First I am starting off with a tutorial for Blow. First I'm starting off with my Natio Natural Skin Lightweight Foundation. I am in the shade Beige and I am just using my Real Techniques buffing brush to buff that all over my face into my skin in nice circular motions, and I'm going to make sure this is blended in really nicely. It is one shade lighter than my skin at the moment, so it's going to create a nice illuminating base for the foundation I'm about to apply after. Next I'm going in with my Rimmel Wake Me Up Concealer. This is also in Beige, and I'm creating a whisker-like effect from the centre of my face outwards, then moving on to my chin. I'm also applying that to my forehead in a kind of upside down triangle motion and to the centre of my nose going upwards. This is going to highlight all the high points of my face, making sure that I've got a nice bright base before the darker foundation goes on, because Beyonce's face is highlighted in her high points and in her T-zone in the Blow video, so I'm going to make sure that I try and do that as best as possible. And I'm also using my buffing brush to buff the foundation and the concealer together, so I'm not going to switch brushes for this step. I'm going to look like Casper for a little while, but that's not until the darker foundation goes on, so it's alright, don't get freaked out. Then I'm grabbing my Rimmel Wake Me Up foundation. This is also in Natural Beige, and I am applying that all over my face again with my Real Techniques buffing brush and buffing that in really nicely and making sure it blends in as much as possible with the lighter foundation underneath. Because of my lighting, the foundation actually looks a couple of shades lighter than it does look in person, but then I'm grabbing my eyelid primer. I'm using the e.l.f. eyelid primer, and I'm just patting that gently all over my lid. This is going to make sure that the colours pop a little bit more and stay on all day long. I'm then grabbing a domed flat eyeshadow brush and grabbing a Sephora colour Anthology palette and using a light turquoise colour for my lid colour, and also as a base for the other shades of blue to go on after this. Then I'm grabbing a shimmery blue colour and patting that into the centre of my lid. This is going to create a nice gradient effect and also going to highlight the centre of the lid so that the light catches it really nicely when I move around. And I'm just making sure that that's blended in nicely with the base blue, the turquoise that I just applied before. Then I'm also grabbing the same brush and using the tip of the brush to go just underneath my waterline along my lower lash line and just make sure that the blue is lightly applied. Then using my Urban Decay Ammo palette, I'm going to take the colour Shattered, which is a shimmery, slightly glittery eyeshadow, and I'm also applying that on top of the blue that I just applied to the centre of my lids and blending that in. I'm just removing any residue that I don't want with a spare makeup remover. It's just going to remove a little bit of foundation from the eye, so then I just got my buffing brush and buffed that in. Then also grabbing a flat eyeshadow brush, I'm again grabbing the same palette and using a bright blue to go along my upper lash line. This is going to create some dimension on the lid, and Beyonce actually has either a blue liner smudged or some smudged eyeshadow along her upper lash line, so I'm just blending that in. And also applying that to my waterline with the tip of the brush yet again. Then I'm grabbing the brightest colour. This is a frosty blue turquoise colour from the same palette. It doesn't look like it, but this is going to be my inner corner highlight colour. And this is going to create a more lovely, soft kind of a feel to the look, so that the popping of the eyeshadow isn't too harsh by the time I finish the entire look. Then using a black auto eyeliner pencil, you can use any color pencil, I am going to tightline, which is just going to be the hardest job if you don't have both hands free. Make sure you're pulling up your upper lid slightly and tightlining that way instead of using one hand like me, because you're most likely to poke yourself in the eye that way. So then I'm grabbing my Maybelline 1x1 mascara. This is a great separating lash mascara. So I'm applying that to both my lower lash line and my upper lash line, and it's going to separate my lashes only with a subtle effect, which is exactly what we want for this look, because Beyonce doesn't have too much mascara on. Then I'm grabbing my duo eyelash glue and I'm grabbing a pair of red cherry lashes. I'll link them in the bottom bar. And these are some really highly separated ones because we want that kind of individual separated lash look effect like Beyonce has in the video. These are the closest ones I found, and I'm just applying that and then gently sort of moving the eyelash up and down so that my natural lashes merge in really nicely with the fake lash and there's no awkward gap between my upper lash line and the fake lash. Then grabbing an eyebrow brush, I'm going to brush my eyebrows upwards. Beyonce doesn't have her eyebrows filled in the video, but she does have them very messy, and I've noticed that her hairs go upwards, so that's exactly what I'm going to do to create a more, I guess you could say, authentic look. Then I'm grabbing my e.l.f. blush brush, and I am using my NYX blush in Rose Garden, which has a sort of soft coral colour, and then I'm also grabbing my WhatsApp highlighter by Benefit, patting that on my upper cheekbone area and then gently rubbing and patting that in. This is going to illuminize the face and give lovely reflex when the light hits the high points of my cheekbones. I'm just rubbing off any excess foundation with a makeup remover, and for the last step, applying the staple lipstick. You can use any sort of bright orange lipstick you want. I'm going in with Wet n Wild's Pretty Persimmon. This is a matte, bright orangey red colour. It's very, very warm toned. A really good one to use as an alternative is Max Morange, just over a red lip liner. So there you go, that's the look, all done. This is my recreation of Beyonce's makeup in her video for Blow. I really like this look. I think it's so unique, just like a lot of the other looks on her visual album, and I hope you guys enjoyed it just as much as I did filming it. For the last and final step, I'm just applying a clear gloss to the center of my upper lip and my lower lips. To avoid adding too much gloss, you just want to gently pat it on to get the desired effect and shine. And make sure if you're going out with this look, you carry it around in your handbag so you can spruce up your lips with that gloss whenever you need to. Of course, I have to fix my hair like I do at the end of every tutorial, and yeah, this is my kind of take on the best way that I could get my hair to look like hers from the video. Hope you guys enjoyed this tutorial. Don't forget to like, comment, and hit that subscribe button. Catch you next time.